Hello there. It's NOOCH, and to settle a debate, this says Kai Fighter. It's very small. Everybody's arguing, is it Kai's Fighter? Kai's Fighter makes more sense, but it says Kai Fighter right there, very small. 8 plus, NOOCH assumes that's the age, and NOOCH is over the age of 8, which is a little weird because the hang on here. The X-Wing age is 9 plus. I don't know why it's different, but whatever. So guys, let's get into this and let's build Kai Fighter. Whoa! Okay, just an FYI right off the bat. There we go. These cameras are doing something weird. And it's doing it right now. I had trouble with the cameras, and I have to keep changing the frames per the FPS like over and over again, and I don't know why. So let's do it again here in a second. No, that didn't do it. Let's see. Yeah, it's weird. It's not even. I just went up frames per second on the overall webcam, so I don't know what the deal is. No, this is not. This should not take longer than Grogu. Grogu was really long. Boba Fett was shorter. This one is less pieces. Grogu was. Let's see here. The box is over there, but I can't. I got to turn it around backwards. I think Grogu was like 1,000 pieces. This is 513. Trying to get a knife out here. That's not a knife. Right, Scar? That's not a knife. That's a knife. Alright. Cut this box open. I don't want to cut it that way. Here we go. Let me do it this way. I don't want to do anything awkward and slice up myself. Always cut away. Oh, wait. What's this? A little thumb hole thing? So you push on the thumb. Wait a minute. I don't think the other two boxes had that. Or did NOOCH miss it? Oh, no. It was there. NOOCH missed it. Why didn't anybody say anything? Nobody said anything about NOOCH pushing the thumb thing before? Thanks for the help, guys. There's a thumb thing there to open the box. Then get knives out and everything. Don't need knives. Nice phone and mouse. You like the phone? Here's the mouse. Yeah, I wanted to have everything right here so you could see it. So there's no real good way to do that. All right, we'll put the box kind of right here. Yeah, that's all right. I'm getting a little shadow on this. Put the box over here. Actually, let's just put the box right back here. How about that? Here's the box. We're building it. 2. Here's 1. Oh yeah, this is not going to take as long. Grogu was like 8 bags, I think. So, got some decals here. Pretty cool. We got some Kids Go Free to Legoland. All right. Okay. Let's get our instruction book open up. All Australian copies are with tape. Really? They use tape in Australia? I do like the thumb thing, so let's get number bag. All right. Hey, one note, guys. If you were on the Grogu build, you noticed that. Remember that NOOCH is missing a couple of small pieces. Well, it turned out they were in the bags, and NOOCH had thrown the bags on the floor. So we're going to be really much more careful this time about what we take out of the bag and make sure we get all of the Legos out of the bag before we toss it. Okay. There's that. These two are already put together. I really don't want it to be put together, but I guess that's a one piece. Okay. Not one piece per se, but one piece. We know that this guy, where are his feet? Here we go. So we'll put this evil bad Ninjago guy right up here. Alright. Open up the small bag. Make sure we have all of the pieces out. The other small bag. Make sure we have all... Oh, you can't see them up there, can you? All right, we'll put it off to the right here. Put this guy right here. Bring all this over behind him. Here's our other pile. All right, what do we got? Number 1. First, we're going to build that guy and the little thing and part of... that's good, thanks. Okay. We put him together. Oh, he's got a weapon. Where's little dude's weapon? And we'll find it as we go. I don't see it. It's like a little axe head. And a... There we go. There's the axe head. Where's his middle thing? He's got a, like, is it a cowl or something? I think we'll do this last. Okay, here's this thing. Seems like these pieces are spread all over the place. Let's jump into the, yeah, he's got a cowl I'm missing. He didn't put a cowl on him. Here we go. Is that it? That is it. This way. Head punts, no. Okay. Here we go. Then we got, where's the, there we go. Might as well just do it now, right? Okay, here is the axe. Is that right? Is that the right piece? Yeah, okay. But I can't, doesn't really, I feel like it should go in more than that, but okay. Then the axe head goes right there. Okay. Here's our guy. Is he going to stand up right there? There we go. There's our guy. Okay. Dorminator, you've watched every Ninjago cartoon ever? What are these guys called? Nooch doesn't know. Because Nooch is new to Ninjago. Following all you fans. Ooh, he's not standing up. We're going to lean his legs back a little bit. Nooch is having problems. Okay. Alright. I feel like he's going to fall over, but that's okay. Okay, we get this piece. 4 of these jobbies. Yeah, these pieces are spread out. This is not like Grogu and Boba Fett where like all the pieces for one thing were in one bag. There's 3 of them. Having problems already, guys. Nooch too slow. Nooch too old. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So let's go on the sides. Ninjroids, okay. Thank you. Should you take Corncob Guy to 7 stars? He's not even out. Okay, we get another one. We put it on top of that. We get 4 of these little ramp thingies. Yeah, everything's in different bags this time. This is very different. But yeah, this should not. I think the Grogu build was like 4 hours, right? Mrs. Nooch actually came down and was watching Nooch crawl around on the floor when he dropped Legos. Okay, so these go into here. Out. Okay. Is it Monday for you in Australia? Scar? Monday morning? First thing? Okay. And are you still, how's everybody doing with remote stuff? Are you guys, Nooch is still working remote? And looks like we're going to keep doing it for a while. We'll probably have more opportunities to work remote when, even when we go back to work at this point. These should be in here. Where are they? My little cones, my little, there we go, they're over here. Okay, these two. And this little claw, yeah, these pieces are spread all over the place. Okay, so this goes on top of this. This goes right in the middle, all right? And that goes here. Okay. It's Monday, all right. Yeah, Dorminator. So GKM was, I remember I was on the GKM stream when he looked up those. You can kind of scroll across on the nodes, and you can see how many tiles it takes to unlock them. Which is pretty cool. NOOCH didn't know that existed before, so that's pretty cool. It is interesting. This is called Kai Fighter. Like we've got some kind of, I don't know, possessive missing there or something. I like these different purple ones. There, it makes it easier to find because there's only like 4 purple ones. NOOCH versus Mooch. That's a lot of ooches. 3 hours and 43 minutes, thank you. I don't think this will take as long. NOOCH has things to do anyway, man. We got to put a sticker, first sticker. So our Ninjago sticker, like our star sticker goes right on here. Okay. And that goes right in front. Okay, now we get this piece that NOOCH saw. It was kind of already constructed. This. And there's a sword in here somewhere. Is it that sword? Yeah. Got a couple of them. Are they the same? Same sword. Okay. Alright. So here. Scar, how do you know Corncob Guy is a waste already? I mean, if you already figured out the deck doesn't work, or, I mean, what's the... Seems like you're way ahead of the game there, buddy. Alright. There's that. One of those, and one of those. Here's that. Yep. So this goes here. And this goes on the bottom of this. Like so. And that goes right on here. Okay, that's kind of cool. That's a cool little, yeah, I like that. Don't shoot your eye out. I don't think I have a trigger here. I guess just because there's a sword on it. Oh, we're about to put one in. Okay. So... I don't even want to do this. Okay, so... Where's the trigger? You just... I can't do it. All right, hang on. I don't see that coming out. How is that going to come out? Oh, you just got to... Okay. You got to push down on it, but to push down on it, it's rotates, so it's kind of hard. Can you get this in here? All right, there we go. Yeah, that's not coming out. That's fine. Okay. Can't see that. Can't we? I gotta put stuff over here. So this is gotta get used. This is our direction. Okay, there's that. Corncob versus Kyle become popcorn. I think that's fair. Hiker's not a costumed hero. You're right, but aren't costumes part of collectible? There, 2 of those. Looks like they're brown. There we go. Goes right here and right here. right? Doesn't really show me a final picture. I need this, and this goes on the end. I don't think it goes like that. Does it? It does. These 4 of those. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Cutie Cream, what's going on? Pizza guy, no taco guy, dude. Wrestler is no. GK, what's up, man? How you doing? All right. We were just talking about somebody. I think Dorminator said that the it was 10 tiles for corn cob and 40 for hot dog. A wrestler man. I can't remember which one it was, but and I think I pointed out that we had discovered that on your stream, and then tomorrow NOOCH will be on GKM stream, right? Still doing that? Is that white? Yes. All right. Along one of these, and it goes like so. Now, 1, 1. Okay. And these go down at the end. I don't know if I'll make it every Monday, buddy, but definitely tomorrow, Monday with NOOCH. Mondays with NOOCH. Okay, 2 of these, 2 of these, and call me in the morning. How does this go? So, draw like this. Okay. Sometimes it takes a second to figure stuff out. I always wonder, like, is there a reason this one is built like this, or is it just going to be covered over later for no apparent reason? 2 of these. Yeah, there is a NOOCH yeast. Somebody found the NOOCH store. It was like a... Somebody found the NOOCH vegetarian store. Like, it's a vegetarian store in... Where was that? I want to say California somewhere. It was in L.A. NOOCH vegetarian store. It was down the street from a comic shop, which is how... I can't remember who found it. Who found that NOOCH store? That's pretty funny. What's really funny is, and we're not gonna get a NOOCH name reveal, but there's a store. If you want to, here's a riddle for everybody. Everybody want a riddle? 1 Year versus channel, May 5th. Nice. May 5th. That's a day after Star Wars Day. May the 4th be with you. The camera's doing fine. That's good. I'm kind of happy about. I was worried about that because it was kind of ganking up there. That's done. So there is a store in Amsterdam, a chain store that has NOOCH's real first name on it. It's the name of the store. So if you there's a riddle for you. Riddle me this, riddle me that. There's a chain store in Amsterdam that's got NOOCH's real name on it. So good luck, everybody. That one, and where's this other one? Is it this? No. It's not this. Nope. I'm not seeing. Okay, so this is here, and I need the opposite. And I know I look carefully at all the Legos, make sure I didn't throw any on the bag in the bag. There it is, hiding. It was up against. Okay, woof. Always makes you nervous. Once again, that quality control at the Lego company is outstanding. It's an interesting name. What does that mean? No, actually, GCam NOOCH went out and bought another webcam. So, got a webcam on the monitor over here. Got YouTube right here in front of NOOCH. Yes, H. Coon. I don't know. That's what the. Sorry. Everybody freak out. Scar's kind of a bit of a Lego zealot sometimes. Like, if you say it wrong, he freaks out. Freaking out, man. Freaking out. Okay, so this goes on here. Sorry, buddy. I'm just teasing you. These go on the sides. All the way back? Is it? Yeah, all the way back. Lego, not Legos. All these many Lego right in front of us. Ree! One of these, I don't know what this is. Is this? Oh, that is it. Okay. So this goes here. And this little jabby goes right in front of it. How'd you find out NOOCH's name? Did I say it one time on a stream or something? It's entirely possible. One time NOOCH shared like a picture from work with some friends online. It was like his name tag was right on it. It's no big deal. It's not like... Not that big of a deal. NOOCH likes his name. NOOCH is a fan of his real name. And NOOCH. NOOCH is also a fan of NOOCH. I'm going to do this right. NOOCH become a professional Lego... Yeah. I don't know if I'm going to join The Hobbit. Sorry, man. I like it. I'm glad. I hope you have fun with it. I just don't know if that's my bag. Plus, honestly, GKM, my time is so full right now. I just started a new job at work. And, man, I've just been swamped. All my days are just kind of swamped. The Hobbit movies are ridiculous. They're the most ridiculous thing ever. Sorry. Stop it, Scar. They're the most ridiculous thing ever. The game is so fun. If the game is fun, that's great. And Lord of the Rings obviously is amazing. The Hobbit is a waste of space. These two. So this goes on front. Well, these go in front first here. Actually, just put this on first. There's a lot of overlap, which is noticing. Okay. The movie trilogy is so ridiculously stupid. I can't even. The book is a children's book. It was really short, and the Lord of the Rings trilogy is not a children's book. It was really, there was a lot to it, a lot of substance, a lot going on there. The Hobbit, there's not much going on, but Peter Jackson decided to make a buttload of money off of it, and he did. So congratulations. Nothing wrong with that, but you can keep it. I mean, there's so much extra. I remember going. I've talked about. I feel like I've talked about this on the stream before, but remember we went to see the original Hobbit in the theater, and as soon as that white orc showed up, I turned to my son and I'm like, "What is that? What is going on?" And he's like, "I don't know. That's just dumb, because it's not in the book. Like, it's not a thing in the book." Now, weird. Why this piece has like a little control panel? I don't know if you can see it, but I'm using stickers for other stuff, so I wonder why I gotta use stickers sometimes and control, like it's actually on there other times. Here is the moment. You have an unbuilt Millennium Falcon. Send it over to NOOCH, Ford. NOOCH will build it. So we kept watching, right? I watched so we saw the first one in the theater, and then I was like, I'm not doing this again. So we rented the second one, and I'm watching it, and I'm talking to Mrs. Nooch, and I'm like, this just isn't good, right? Am I missing something? Like, it's just nothing is real, and it's just not flowing. There's something off. Why is Legolas here? I don't get it. And then the moment that Nooch was absolutely done with, so I questioned the first movie. Second movie, I'm getting through it, and the moment I was done. Absolutely, it was over. is when the hobbits and the dwarves were rolling in barrels down the river, and somehow, some mysterious, miraculous way, Bugs Bunny type cartoonish way, we're killing all the orcs. We're taking out all the orcs as they roll down the river in the barrels, luckily smacking into orcs along the way, surviving. Just perfect orc row. I don't see a brick separator here yet, by the way. Just perfect orc domination, completely random in barrels, completely CGI. And I turned to Mrs. Nooch and young Nooch Jr. and I said, I am done. This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. And that was when Nooch was done. So, Hobbit's horrible. Oh my gosh, you love the barrel scene. It's so horrible. When you compare it to Lord of the Rings, which is a sweeping, epic, Academy Award winning film series with amazing real scenes from New Zealand, with awesome special effects, with amazing acting. I mean, Ian McKellen is just unbelievable, right? I mean, you just love the guy. And just unbelievable everything, and mature themes about life, about loss, about love, and you compare that to The Hobbit, that is just drivel. It's just, you just have to wonder, what were they thinking? Come on, somebody's got to agree with Nooch here, right? Someone's got to agree. Well, there's 4 Nooch Juniors. So young Nooch Jr., if you guys are on Nooch's Discord server, Nooch Jr. 7 Luke Smash, I believe, was commenting that Nooch helped him finish up his computer. So one of the Nooch Juniors came home yesterday. And I got to be careful when I'm talking here. I'm talking while building. One of the Nooch Juniors came home yesterday and helped young Nooch Jr. get his new computer built, which he was building from money he saved and birthday money. And birthday money is money you save, I guess. Yeah, right. And Nooch, one Nooch Jr. got him about 80% of the way there, and then Nooch had to take it home and finish up the computer build. It's working great. He's been up there making dank memes and stuff for the last 2 days. So Nooch Jr. Luke Smash has been, I think he's streaming Minecraft or Roblox. I'm not really sure 100%. He's having fun, trying to figure out what he wants to do. He's 13 years old, having a blast. Good stuff. No, there is no Nooch Lego Legacy animated series. Maybe they'll do that, but honestly, I'm not sure GL doesn't make it. That would require investment from Lego, right, in the game, and so far they haven't done that. There's been no real investment in the game. You kind of think that if Lego would put their name behind the game, make sure we do this right. Hang on, it's this one. So this goes here. If they'd put their name behind the game, throw it out. I think somebody said they originally advertised on Instagram. If they put it on their Twitter, if they just put it in places, you'd have to think the game could really have a chance to take off. Is that right? Yeah. But they don't. And they're not. It doesn't seem like they're going to. And it's really kind of frustrating. Got this marketing vehicle. And I know it's not making a ton of money, but maybe you'd give it a chance to do that if you would invest in it, right? Oh, I need a sticker here. Does it matter which one? Not really. sticker. Tricky stickers, man. There we go. What is even happening with Lego Star Wars Battles? What a great question. The answer is nothing. Absolute nothing. I haven't even, NOOCH has not even been playing that much lately. Just because there's just not, you know, it's like the exact same game it was 6 months ago, unfortunately, and you know, they could update it, I guess, but even then it doesn't matter. And they have the right idea that you don't update it till you release it. Wouldn't make any sense. But that's why NOOCH hasn't been really streaming much on it lately. I did the stud event here recently on Twitch, but yeah, that just gets covered over. So here, like, you get this little dot, this little gold dot one here, and then you just cover it over. So you wonder why it's not just like a I don't know, like a regular gold brick. I don't know, like a regular gold square brick. Got a big wing. Let's put a sticker on there. Does it matter? Number 2, it says. So we'll do number 2. We will not do number 2. We'll put number 2 on here. Oh, that doesn't seem right. Oh, we got it on the wrong one. Careful, careful. Slowly, slowly. Okay. This one goes over. Well, I guess I could just turn it over. Is that right? Is that still not going to... How does this work? Oh. NOOCH had it the wrong way. Turn it around. NOOCH had it. Why isn't this working? There we go. I had this bottom end, which is thicker up here in the corner, and it wasn't happening. You moron. And then this goes... That's below it for ballast, I guess. I don't know. Okay. A wing. I guess we're going to be sticking stuff in. Okay, so now we go to the other side. Should be the same thing. Same darn thing. EMZ, what's up? You haven't seen you in a while, man. Scar made you sad? Well, you know, what's that all about? Why is Scar making EMZ sad? You completed the Gorwell mood. Nice. Yeah, NOOCH has to get past City, so that's... NOOCH is working on City right now, and that's all I got to work on, unfortunately. Because I can't get past the City node. And it wasn't really close, so... Sticker. Nearly done? No, we're not nearly done. It's a complicated story on how you allegedly made AMZ sad. Interesting. Okay. Wait a minute. Oh, okay. This goes down here. This goes in the middle. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Let me get... Put our sticker on, see if we can figure out how it goes on this time. Oh, yeah. Is everything visible out there? I feel like I need. I'm doing stuff, but I want to lean forward more. I'm gonna lean forward more when I'm building stuff. Like put it out there where we can see it. Sorry guys, I was pulling it all back here. And then this goes on like this. Okay. So far, so good for Kai Fighter. You gotta go, Black Ninja. See you later, buddy. Graduating high school, congrats. Existential crisis, that's not good. What's going on, man? Can we help you? What's your existential crisis? What is everything and why is it about? Wow, look at all these extra pieces. We got a lot of extra pieces on this one. Extra pieces over here. Kai's Fighter up here. I guess extra pieces we can put. Extra pieces up here. How about that? See, we don't need to bother with them. Okay. Okay. Number 2. Again, let's be much more careful to make sure we get everything out of the bag this time. Everything out. Okay. Let's put the other bag in there too. So here's the big bag of stuff. Just here and there. There we go. Here is a little bag of stuff. Here's a little bag of stuff. Any Legos in there at all? No. Okay, first we do Kai. What we need is Cal. Where's that? Okay. Not his cowl, but his bandana. See, Kai wears a mask. You can wear a mask too. There could have been a mask advertising campaign, Ninjagos. Two swords. All right, one. Sorry, build it out here, okay. One sword, and I thought I saw another one. Well, NOOCH thought he saw another one. There it is. Oh, we got like 3 of them in here, probably extra. So I guess we're going to get Kai. We're going to get these Techno Ninjos or whatever in the other bag. And each bag's going to have a minifigure in it, so I get it. There you go, there's Kai. All right. Long. There's 2 of these. That, and then there we go. Okay, so this goes here. This goes in like this, okay? And that goes on top of, yeah, okay. I don't know why I spun it around, but. $39 on collectible only? What does that mean? You just don't want to graduate. You're selling yourself to the systems you don't agree with, and it kills me. School hasn't taught me anything useful that it is. Well, what do you want to know, EMZ? I mean, it sounds like you're kind of thinking at levels beyond what school is there. And let's talk about those systems. I mean, what are the systems that are upsetting you? Let's see if NOOCH can help out. because I get it. It's like, okay, you've made this big high school thing, and I got to go through it to be able to do anything in life. And then what does it really mean at the end of the day when you look around and we're not really sure? Life is not, things aren't generally black and white and straight clear to us right in front of us. It takes, everything's kind of there's a winding path that we go throughout our lives, right? So yeah, so what's bugging you about the systems? Top 97, well, that's cool. NOOCH kind of hangs around in Arena and Lego Legacy. NOOCH is hanging around, sometimes gotta pause. NOOCH has been hanging around, top 12 or so. But the thing about Arena now is that with the Magisto's Tower meta going on, there's no guarantee when you play another Magisto's Tower that you can beat it. It's kind of a crapshoot. So it's not really fun to play in Arena and make sure you climb to number 1 every day. That's what they should do, is make sure that, if you have a meta team built, that you can beat other meta teams without, like, a complete randomness thrown into it. And that's, so it's not even really, how much time I'd have to spend every day to make sure. I probably had to refresh at least once. And you probably have to fight 10 battles to climb from 12. When you climb from, there you go, Scar. Climbing from 12 to 1 is so much work. So much. I'd have to, literally stay in the game for probably an hour straight, basically. It shouldn't take that much time. I should be able to log out and come back in and fight the battles and get them done. But you can't. That's not how it works. It's not set up that way. And you're going to have to refresh because Magisto's Tower just is no guarantee to beat. Well, you don't want pieces of paper. Well, let's talk about this. So, because I think this is an important topic. And you guys, especially in the last year, have you been going to school at home for like a year EMZ, or have you been out and about? Because it's kind of tough. Does that piece of paper mean anything? Not necessarily. But what did you get from it? What did you get from the experience? Did you get absolutely nothing? Did you gain no friendships and relationships that you will maintain for a long period of time? Or is that something you didn't, which is possible? It's possible you go through high school and you walk out with no relationships that really benefit you over time. NOOCH's best friends today are his friends from high school. So to me, that's a significant benefit. I also learned a lot about how to think, right? I had a history professor she was awesome. Not a professor, we were in high school. History teacher in high school who really taught us very well how to critically think about stuff. Not just accept things at face value and really think about what you believe and why you believe it. And for NOOCH, that was probably the most valuable thing I got out of high school. I think also just the idea that you've worked to achieve something, that in itself has value. You're willing to put in the time and the effort to get this achievement, whether that specific achievement, whether that diploma you're holding has specific value. I get that, because you may not have specific value out of a diploma, right? Because you didn't really learn specifically high-level math or job skills or whatever. Maybe not. Some people do, and some people don't. People do go to trade schools. But just the idea of pushing through some really difficult times, because when you're in school, you're going to be going through challenges and difficulties. And the benefit of doing it in school as opposed to doing it in the real world is that you can do it in a, I guess, safe place. I don't know if that's the right word, but you can go through those challenges in a safe place, as opposed to if you go through those challenges in a work environment. It can be very serious. Like, if NOOCH doesn't do his job right, a lot of people, thousands of people on an annual basis would be negatively impacted. Not just people that NOOCH works with and work for NOOCH. Hang on, I gotta find this. There it is. but people that are, depending on NOOCH's employer to provide goods and services for them. So if NOOCH doesn't do his job well, a lot of people are negatively impacted. But when you do those things at school, so yeah, NOOCH is learning that in kind of a live. You live learn, hey, the things I do impact a lot of people, so I need to make sure I'm doing them right. But you're not a child, but you've been a child to this point for a long time. Hang on. Can't. Oh, there it is. Okay. Gotta find the piece. Sorry, guys. Okay, and this. All right. So, doing that stuff in a non-threatening way in school is a really good. It's really loose. Is a really good way to break into that. Into a way that when you get into the real world, you've accomplished something. You learn how to push through. You learn how to push through adversity. You learn how to stick with something even when it doesn't look like it's going very well. You learn how to build relationships so that when something isn't going well, hey, I don't know math, but my friend is really good at math, and that was NOOCH's situation. Okay, there we go. So I think that is the primary benefit of school, is learning those things. Struggling through adversity, finishing something to the end, learning how to push through and seeing that you've actually accomplished something. And yeah, a high school diploma in itself isn't the piece of paper. It's just a piece of paper, but it says to an employer, this person has enough support behind them, and they've learned how to do all those things that NOOCH is just talking about. So I'll talk about what you just said about autism here in a second. So hang on. I didn't get a chance to look at it closely. So having autism going to physical school has been super hard, even without COVID. The mask added right. Mrs. NOOCH is not going to build along with NOOCH. That's never going to happen. The society you're going into isn't made for people like you. You're in America, right, EMZ? Yeah, and EMZ, I don't feel forced to share here, but I think this is worth the conversation. So do you want... I think that the benefit is, EMZ, that so scars here we go. We have adults who experienced it firsthand. NOOCH grew up in the 70s and 80s, and NOOCH is definitely a guy that would have today, you would say, had ADD. I don't think I'm not saying it's major, but and I've not had the kind of, it's a minor level. I'm not saying that on a major level, but in classroom settings, if something does not directly engage NOOCH, I have a really hard time sitting there listening to it. And people at work. So here's a skill set that NOOCH has learned. At work, when NOOCH is on calls, I'll have to and there's just stuff going on all over the place. I actually have to I'll have to do this. This is how I have to do conference calls like this a lot of times. Take my glasses off, and I'm listening to the call. Can you see this? And listening to the call with, my face, my hands, and people will walk up and say, "Hey, are you okay? Are you doing all right?" And it's like, "Yeah, I'm fine. I can't focus. This, whatever is going on this call right now, is very important, and I cannot focus on it unless I get rid of all my visual cues, and I have to be able to focus on what's going on." So that is, again, something that. Sorry, I'm putting this. Okay, kind of those things you can learn how to deal with it. So, but yeah, I think it's another good point that without society, without society, we don't build up things that are valuable, right? I mean, I guess we could all just be hunter gatherers still. That's gonna spin. That's kind of cool. That just spins. So we could all be hunter gatherers without a real society to speak of. Just our tribe. But we've advanced well beyond that to where our societies provides with a lot of value. And I'll tell you, EMZ, with your autism, when NOOCH was growing up, there were zero tools for people with autism, zero, and it was probably, well, all right. Let's say out of 100, it was 5 to 10, which is better than when NOOCH's parents are growing up, when it was absolute zero. Like, you just got called nasty names, even maybe by teachers, treated poorly at school, and nobody really cared. Nobody really stuck up for you. So we've come a long way with recognizing that people have... Did that wrong. People have different needs and different abilities, and to recognize the value in all of those. So you're coming into a society that gives you more of a chance to succeed just because of that. And NOOCH works with lots of people on a daily basis that, and we don't, I'm not inquiring on it because it's not, you're not allowed to ask somebody what's going on, but clearly people that are autistic or on the spectrum of some sort and are still able to perform complex jobs where customers depend on them every day. So I would encourage you and say that the feelings you're having are definitely legitimate, and they are worth feeling and worth thinking about and contemplating and trying to understand. So I made that it can spin, but now it's not. Now I guess it goes just a little bit. Okay. So that's kind of NOOCH's take on all that. Ghost, what is up, man? How you doing? So that's kind of NOOCH's take on it, EMZ. Nothing's ever easy. I'm not telling you it's going to... wrong place. Where's my brick separator? Why did NOOCH not get a brick separator in bag 1? It's not easy, man, but I hope you can be encouraged that there are a lot of companies and people out there and businesses, and if you start your own business, people are much more aware and open today than they were even 20 years ago of autism and their community members that have autism and maybe they have special requirements, but it doesn't solve everything for you, I know. The truck left. Why'd you leave, man? Oh, no. So, I don't know if any of that helps. Those are just kind of NOOCH's thoughts. Just from being around you online, I can tell you're a highly intelligent person, so you have the ability to have a bright future ahead of you. So, hopefully you can find a way to push through what sounds like a little bit of, a melancholy / depression that you're dealing with. And if I'm being honest, and we're being straight about it, depression is something that hopefully you don't have to deal with the bone-crushing depression that a lot of people deal with. And, I watched my dad struggle with that for years. I was fortunate that I wasn't dealt that hand. Everybody feels a little bit melancholy from time to time, but depression is another animal altogether. So I hope you can realize that you are important to people. Hopefully you have the people in your life that are supportive and help you feel important. And if you don't, I would encourage you to go find those people. You're out of high school, when you graduate, you're a man. You can go on your own, find the people that support you, and find that support group that can help you through life. Only Android, you have a hidden desperation. I don't know, Amesy. Sorry. I really, I feel for you. And I don't want to say I understand because you never understand. People go through different things at different times. But, yeah. Certainly have some understanding of some of the things you're feeling. And hopefully you can find your place in what really is a great society. You know, the opportunities afforded all of us in the world today and in America today. And I know we're going through our struggles, but the opportunities today are rampantly more than they have ever been. And we're about to see, as we come out of COVID, we're about to see a massive economic boom. Am I boring everybody? Sorry, guys. This is stuff NOOCH likes to talk about. Depression. A hidden depression, so you're hiding it. I think we're about to see a massive economic boom that's going, and honestly, guys, what you'll learn as you go through life is that NOOCH can't figure this. Okay, here. Having a job and feeling productive, and whether that's your own job that you create for yourself, you can be on YouTube making videos, you can be I don't know, selling pizzas, whatever, working for a bank like NOOCH does. You know, those things help you feel value in life and can really be beneficial short and long term and help you deal with depression. Having value as a human being is really important. Is it these? They don't look black on the picture, but I guess that's the only ones I see. So, yeah. That's NOOCH's take. Thanks, Dan. Well, yeah, your existential problems are never going to go. The why am I here question never goes away. Thanks, Dan. You know, I was just thinking that yesterday. NOOCH was driving out to pick up, I don't know what I was doing, food for the family or something. Fast food for the family, right? America. And I'm looking around, I'm looking at trees, I'm looking at buildings. Actually, that was this morning I was just thinking that. I'm looking at buildings, driving around, I'm like, what are we doing here? What is the point of all of this stuff that's happening? I'm driving past a building. It looks aesthetically pleasing, but why? Why am I aesthetically pleased by a building, you know? And I was kind of having that feeling this morning, so it doesn't go away. But they're really good questions to ask, right? I think people have been asking those kind of questions for a long time. You go back to Aristotle and the Greeks for stuff that we have written down. But I'm sure that every society across the world has had their philosophers asking these types of questions since the beginning of time and intelligence and everything else. Okay. That's fun. So NOOCH likes to ask. This is a discussion that NOOCH enjoys thoroughly. Hopefully it does help you. But yeah, you'll get more tough moments. They're coming. Be ready, because you will not escape life. Life will beat you down. Life will take you and throw you against a wall, make you feel hopeless. And a lot of times all you have left is just keep swimming. That is one of the great lessons of Dory. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming. These two go on here. Nope, that's not right. Ah! Is it right? Oh, it goes there. Okay, there we go. I'm trying to figure that out. Again, I put these little gold single circle ones on there, and I'm covering it right up. I guess for aesthetics, maybe it's there. You can see it from the outside, so. Far too positive to be a major debt crisis. Aristotle was a crackpot. Wow. We'll see. Mundetrock. Yeah. Major debt crisis. Well, that's a good question. So everybody's I think the bigger concern with the debt crisis is inflation, but that's a whole separate topic. I could talk about that too, and we're seeing wages rising, which is good, but it always brings inflation with it. We can avoid the you gotta just have to avoid the massive inflation, but Honestly, Dan, gold baby. Honestly, Dan, see, all right. So let's talk about that. Historically speaking, if you're going to be investing your money, if you look at the price of gold 100 years ago versus the price of gold now, and the stock market 100 years ago versus now, you should have put all your money in the stock market by a fairly wide margin. Now, that said, gold can be a temporary hedge against that, but you can miss out on a lot of gains, and then you miss out on opportunities to invest in those gains in the stock market too. But we've been talking about a debt crisis since the 80s. So when is that debt crisis coming? And I don't know. I'm not an economist, but I enjoy talking about... Okay, hang on. I got to figure this out. This is not a simple ad here. Okay, this goes like that. Yep. Here's that, guys. So we got our two big pieces right here. Whoop, can't see it, can you? Got our two big pieces here. We got something else to build, though. So let's put these over here. Oh, we got another mask for Kai. We got a bunch of extra pieces for Kai, that's for sure. Wait a minute. The 80s everyone would not have been saying the opposite in the 80s. In the 80s, all anybody talked about was we're taking on too much debt, we're going to bankrupt ourselves, and Japan was going to take over everything. That's what everybody said in the 80s. NOOCH was there. Too much debt, Japan was going to take over everything. In the 70s, they thought Germany was going to take over. Actually, anytime after World War II through the 80s, it was Germany or Japan was going to take over everything. We were still scared of them. And we were taking on too much debt. So absolutely that was said in the 80s. 100%. Now, what that debt served was bankrupting the Soviet Union. That's a whole separate reason for the debt. This debt was, incurred, but we have debt across every nation. All nations have gone into debt now to pay for to provide paychecks for people. And hang on, that's okay. Ugh, this is kind of wonky. Yep, kind of wonky. But absolutely in the 80s, everybody was saying we were taking on too much debt. I would imagine that people that live in societies that were freed because of that debt would be a little more positive about it. It's pretty... No. It's always a challenge, right? We're sitting... If we want to look at like a Hunger Games perspective, right? We're sitting in the Capitol, looking out at everything, and everybody else is the... If you're in America, I guess. So I'm not saying none of that is true. I'm just saying we've been saying that for a long, long time. Where is it? What the heck, man? Okay, so this goes here. This goes over. Okay, so these go over this. Yeah. Okay, hang on. I gotta put these over this first. And then this connects in here. Okay. Yep. And now I'm gonna build another one, I'm sure. Well... NOOCH likes to talk about economy. Sorry, we'll get back to our build here. We can go a little lighter. I realize that some people would turn them off. Dan, we can let's talk. We can talk offline if you want, Dan. I'd love to have a discussion about that. Okay. So what's everybody else up to? Is Fernando here? There he is. I do want to talk about, I think EMZU said something, if history shows us anything, it'll get worse before it gets better. And I just don't agree with that at all. Um, you know, poverty worldwide has been disappearing at unprecedented levels for the last, well, since the Industrial Revolution. So, and we have not had a major worldwide war since 1945. We have definitely had our wars, and we haven't, America has not gotten involved in crazy, ridiculous wars since the Vietnam War. I know there's the argument for Iraq, but we did not send 50,000 young men to their deaths in Iraq like we did in Vietnam. Here's all the extra. I'll keep going. There's a lot of extra stuff up here. Let's put that up with these guys. Whoa! So we've been able to stay out of wars, remain relatively peaceful. All right. Keeping our brick separator here. Number 3. Nope. Looks like we got Lloyd there. And there we go. No Legos. Okay. Let's break out Lloyd first. He also gets 2 swords. And has a mask. There's his mask. There's an extra one. So if history has shown us anything, people are incredibly resilient. And honestly, you guys, this is the first time NOOCH is old. You know that. NOOCH was raised in the 70s and 80s. My generation has sacrificed nothing. Not a thing. This is the first time we've ever had to sacrifice anything. I don't think we're coming through with flying colors, but we're going to be fine. And I think that we'll learn a lot of lessons from this. Looking around, you know, my grandparents were in World War II, on the home front and in the war. He's leaning back too far. There we go. He's a little far up there. We'll put Kai like right here. How about that? Doink. There we go. And they sacrificed almost literally everything to save the world back then. And my generation never had to do any of that stuff. Okay, got a sticker here. So this is our first sacrifice. I'm hoping that we will see from everything that's happened, from politics to life to everything else, that we've got it pretty darn good, and we should appreciate the things around us. And I hope that leads to a period of peace and prosperity, continued peace and prosperity like we've never witnessed before. I'm very hopeful about that. Which is a pretty hopeful guy generally. I know that some people think that's ridiculous, but, you know, things have been, you know, if you look at people up until the Industrial Revolution, hang on, I gotta find this piece. There it is. Up until the Industrial Revolution, we lived in squalor. People everywhere. And we're talking mid-1800s. And then around 1900 is when life started to take off for everybody. Where is this piece? It's a flat red piece. Oh, right here. Okay. I need the sticker. When life started to take off, and now, you know, most of us, middle class, live like kings. Like kings lived before that. Kings and presidents and the upper class. The wealth was just hidden away. You couldn't get your hands on it. No, by no means at all. There was no chance. And now, those opportunities are much more common. Not for everybody. And we have to keep working at that, but way more common than it ever used to be. So, we're not going to go. This, I'll bet we have 30 to 45 minutes. You want to build an army of personal fighter drones? Wow. Well, I wouldn't publicize that too much. Let's see here. Is it that piece? Okay, this is that piece. Here we go. They're different colors. This is weird. So, but no, it's not that one. It's this one. Okay. And then these two. So we go with that and this. So go all the way up. Yeah. Does it? No, it stays on the end. Ah. Well, wait. It goes as far as it can go. Is that as far as it can go? Nope. I don't know, guys. It goes all the way up. Okay. Army of personal fighter drones to protect your family. Go for it, man. Just maybe be careful how you administer those. Nooch doesn't really want to get shot at if he comes down your street. I'm not doing that, Android. You want to look closer look at Greg Grogu? Here we go. Let's put him over here. There's Grogu. Massive Grogu invading Kai's fighter. There you go. Here and here. I guess I gotta keep this back here because I'm working on it right now. So yeah, NOOCH is positive. There's always something to be worried about. There's always stuff going on. And once you have a family, especially when you're responsible for other people, especially little helpless people, when you're responsible for little helpless people and stuff goes south, which NOOCH had a lot of stuff go south in a lot of different ways. You just got to persevere. There's nothing left but to keep pushing forward. Go get a second job. Make some money. Keep groceries on the table. Borrow some money from your parents, if you have parents that do it. That's great, Dan. Hey, thanks, EMZ. I appreciate it. So, yeah, so this is... I don't think I'm not gonna probably do this much for like a regular stream, but for these, it's just definitely I'm gonna. How did NOOCH get so positive? Hey Annie, how's it going? How did NOOCH get so positive? Well, honestly, probably part of it is genetics. You can't really. It's hard to argue that, but and I had my parents are kind of opposite. I had one parent who was probably a little more negatively inclined and one that was more positively inclined. But I guess over time I was able to adopt the positive one. And quite honestly, for NOOCH, and this isn't true for everybody, I've been through a lot of crap. And at the end of the day, you look around and you realize that we're all just people trying to make it through. Everybody's got the same goal. Everybody's got the same goal. Keep food on the table, support your family, make a living, maybe a little bit of opportunity. We've all got the same goals. We're all in the same boat. And yeah, we're in different countries and different states and we live different places, but everybody's the same and they've always been the same. And if we keep pushing forward together and we keep identifying if we keep allowing the people who can help us to rise to the top, if we put people in positions of power who have our best interests at heart, And I think a lot of times, just honestly, even if they don't have our best interest at heart, um, hit that one. This one. Nope. Hold on. I'm trying to find this stuff here. I think what NOOCH has gleaned from all of that is the amount of energy that I can spend each day grousing about how bad things are is substantial. I can invest a lot of energy in that on a daily basis. Anybody could. And I don't think NOOCH just doesn't think it's worth it. Why did I get 2 of these? I only needed 1. So this is going to line up here. I would, for NOOCH, pushing through and finding those positive opportunities, because everything that happens is an opportunity. When bad things happen, you have an opportunity to make some good things happen. And you're going to learn from it and come out stronger on the other end. Adversity builds character. It is 100% true. It builds a lot of great things for all of us. And the more that you can push through and find on the other side, I think that makes you more positive, because you realize this too shall pass. How does NOOCH kid care Grogu? Okay, what's your question? You wish your genetics were better? Well, I mean, NOOCH is 5'3" and weighs 100. Well, right now I weigh a little more, but 140, 145 pounds. 5'3". I look back on high school. I didn't hit puberty till I was like 16. NOOCH has very severe asthma. NOOCH had a lot of trouble paying attention in school. We've all got genetic deficiencies, and the way you push through them builds who you are. It builds who you are as a person, as a man, as a woman. Your deficiencies come through in the end and make you into that person that can benefit and be a force, a positive force for everyone around you. So, NOOCH's stomach is growling. I'm going to be eating... NOOCH decided already I'm going to be eating only vegetables this week. NOOCH has put on probably 14 pounds since COVID started, and I'm unhappy about that. So it's time to do something about it. So we're going to go on a straight veggie diet all week. Veggies and fruits. Just going to be pumping those. And the thing is, if I'm only eating veggies and fruits, I can eat as much as I want, really. Okay, so we go this way on this side. Here. Did they? No, they didn't. They did not. They did not. Stop it, Scar. If they did not do that. So for those who don't know what Scar's talking about, NOOCH leveled up his Phoenix Squadron in Star Wars Galaxy Heroes a long time ago to max levels, Zetas, all this good stuff, and they've been completely useless, mostly useless for a long time. And lately there have been kind of hints peeking out that maybe you're going to need the Phoenix to get like a Galactic Legend Boba Fett or Ahsoka or something. And if that happens, NOOCH is ahead of the game, and that would be awesome. You like messing with everybody's head, dude. Scar's thing is messing with heads. Don't get NOOCH all excited about that. You're messing with NOOCH's positivity. So yeah, it could always be worse. There's somebody down the street that's in worse shape than I am. And I'm not talking about a specific person. I'm just saying You have neighbors, you have friends, you have family. They have addictions they can't escape. They have dark pasts and histories. There's a lot in Nooch's world that could be worse. And if you are the person with those dark pasts and addictions, there are ways presented out of those too, and I hope you can find those ways. 2 of these. Oof, there goes the tummy again. But imagine a world, and this is how it was until the Industrial Revolution, where all you do every day is work so that you can find food and put out everything you do. You don't build Legos because there's no time for that. Your entertainment is just probably drinking to escape everything. And then if you're this goes out this way. If you're a healthy young man, guess what happens to you when you get about 18? You get sent off to war. Got a big chance of dying. You have your entire life impacted. You know, it's just unbelievable how much that's changed. We don't send young men off to war like that anymore. People can choose if they want to go to war, and we don't even have that many wars. We're not, we're seems like we're slowly moving past that, and hopefully that's that doesn't change soon. It's such a big difference maker. Now we worry about now we're worried about women and how they feel and get paid, and it used to be like ridiculous. Why would we talk about that? Who cares? And these are important things that we're now talking about and living our lives in. And I think a big part of that is our society is now a more peaceful, productive place where we can deal with issues of personality things and everything that 100 years ago would not have been dreamed that we could sit around and talk about somebody with autism and try to find a way to help them be more productive in society, because they can't be productive in society. We would just toss them out because that guy can't relate to people, and we have no room for him in our society, so forget it, you're out. And now we have a lot of places for people in society. You like the PFP? I don't know what that means. Yeah, we all have addictions of some sort, right? So, yeah, keep pushing, Dan. Find your support structures and keep them in place. Okay, where am I? Got that. Okay, I need 2 of these. Everyone has addictions. It's just, what are those addictions, right? There are many that some are more dangerous than others. And yeah, Dan, I hope you can find peace and keep working through those. What has happened? Oh, this goes in the bottom. Okay, whoa, I was like, what is going on? Hey, Hayden, what's up, man? How you doing? Okay, so this goes in here. That's pretty cool. Well, we could have done the sticker before. Why'd you hold it till now? Sticker on there. See? Adversity. That's not adversity. Okay, now we gotta build another one. Do it again. So let's go back to here. This. These guys. So yeah, you're getting some of NOOCH's philosophy there. Everybody has value, and we are at the best point in the history of mankind for working to recognize everyone's value, and then we'll keep getting better at it. We got improvements to make. But if you are autistic or asthmatic, or you have ADD or ADHD, if you are incapable of caring for yourself. It is not perfect. We are not perfect, but we are certainly much better at caring for all of those things than we ever were in the past. And guess what? We're going to keep getting better. And that's why NOOCH is positive, because you just keep seeing these improvements. These improvements keep happening. And the world continues to improve and get better. People are being pulled out of poverty in the world at a significant rate. Like tens of thousands of people a day come out of poverty, even now during COVID. It's just happening. And being lifted out of poverty is the number one, I keep forgetting this, is the number one thing to contribute toward all the things we've been talking about. Poverty strips you of your rights, just period. You impoverished people, for sure, have less rights, less education, less things going on for them, less of the benefits of the world that we're all enjoying, sitting here building Legos on the internet. Oh, look at this. Get ready, guys. How does this go? Something's off. Hang on. Pull this out. And then I put it in. Is that right? That can't be right. No, it's gotta go. It's gotta go. Uh-oh. Let's do this out here. Hobbit is horrible. It's a wretched piece of cinema. Is this better? That's where it goes. Okay. So, we had it right before. This goes through here all the way, and then we attach Kai onto there. Oh, okay. I get it. Then this goes here. So now, I was like, that's pretty flimsy. No. Double whammy. There you go. I think we got it. Sweet. Okay. Here's our extra pieces continue to grow. Saving a baggie with extra pieces in general. Number 4. You have an abundance of everything that things have no worth. That's impoverished people can be happy. See, okay, all right. Now let's talk about it. Let's talk about that. I don't disagree. Hang on. It's upside down? No, it's not. No, this is what the picture says. It's not upside down. Why is Harrison just standing? We're on a first name basis. All right, we got another. What do we call these guys? Tech Ninjagos? I don't know. All right. So, let's talk about that EMZ. I get it. An impoverished person has a simpler life. They don't worry about getting more stuff, right? I don't have to focus on getting more stuff. I'm just happy with what I have, and therefore I'm a happier person overall. Oh, they didn't put a cow on, whatever. Okay, I understand that, but I think that we talk about privilege a lot. I think that being in a privileged position lets us think that way more. Like we can say, look at us, we'd be better off if we didn't have all this stuff and we weren't searching after this stuff all the time. And would be much simpler and life would be happier, etc., etc. Possibly true, but it's very easy to say that when we have a bunch of stuff. If you didn't have a bunch of stuff, you'd probably be looking out the window and saying, if only I had a bunch of stuff. And so at the end of the day, your happiness depends on how you approach things, right? This is not a simple answer, by the way. I'm not saying it's as simple as this. But I think that having stuff or not having stuff is not necessarily the answer to anything. But if your entire subsistence is not based around finding food or shelter tonight, you have a place you can live, you have an abundant source of food that you can readily obtain, then I think it gives you more opportunity and freedom to accomplish things. I mean, I don't think that's just true. And we've seen that the pulling people out of poverty provides those opportunities because you're not worried about it. Your kids aren't playing in a cesspool every day that sits in the street, which still happens, and getting diseases that kill your children and remove all of the opportunity that your children had. Those things are eliminated for you, and then you can sit back and you can say, well, if life was simpler, we'd all be much happier. Yeah. It's pretty easy to say that when you have a sewer company that's making sure everybody is safe and fed, and you have water, turn on the tap, you get water. There's a whole lot of people that don't have that available, and I guarantee they would sacrifice a lot to have water available to them out of a tap instead of hiking for it, trying to carry it back on their heads or their shoulders or whatever. You love the Lego talk happening in the build stream? Oh Lord, Dan brings it down a notch. There you go, Dan. Okay. How does this go? There is some truth to that too, Dan, but that's a separate discussion altogether. So what's happening in everybody's Lego lives? Is that better? Is that better, Scar? Let's discuss Legos. I think Dan is joking to get under your skin a little bit. But there is some truth to that a lot of technological advancements are based on an evolutionary and biological need for reproduction. There is some truth to that. All right. Okay. I love these topics. I'm glad we're talking about this. Wasn't thinking I was going to be able to talk philosophy on today's stream, but this is rather enjoyable. Going deep, baby. It is true. If a woman only wants stuff from you, she's not the one. But then there's a philosophical question. Is there the one? Whoa. Is love at first sight real? Nooch is not much of a believer in that. I mean, sure, people love each other and you commit to each other. What is love at the end of the day? What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Marriage is... Hope Mrs. Nooch isn't watching this. She'd be thrilled. Basically a societal construct to build societies. If you look at... Hold on, I gotta look at this. They're looking like a good wing. Wingy. If you look at the very basic fabric of any society, it starts with a family. Start with a person. Why don't I have that? Well, I do have that piece. Okay. A person has a family, has small little people who depend on them to live. And you build out from there. So you build a clan, a tribe, a set of laws around that, a city, a state, a nation. Is that right? I think that's right. And that's what happens. And that's where all of it comes from. There you go. EMZ's got it. The one is who you commit to. That's what that NOOCH agrees. Yeah. Yeah, that married at first sight, I don't know. If you get to the point of marriage, you're having another existential crisis. That's hilarious. The one is who you commit to, Dan. NOOCH agrees with that. You commit to a person, you build a family. That commitment means something very significant. I'm going to do this right. Hang on. I got to do this right. I'm holding it upside down. The blade goes this way. There we go. It spins anyway. All right, we're putting this on. Aha. Oh, look at that. Look at that. We're almost there, guys. Told just wouldn't take as long. Except I missed. Did I miss? No, it's just still sticking out. Okay. Yeah, you try to find somebody that shares your values and that you're willing to commit to and say, I want to spend my life with you. We can have a family. And it makes it makes your society more stable when you do that. The challenging part, is that right? It doesn't seem right. Because it's not. Now it's right. Okay. Society maintains stability throughout those relationships. It's you make it a little harder to get a divorce because of that. You really have to have a reason, and it's gonna be painful if you go through divorce. I don't think most people don't get married with the idea that they might change who that person is. But the challenge, the problem is that over time, your values change. And my values today are not the same values I had, 24 years ago when I got married. And can you continue to maintain, your marriage with each other while your values have modified? That's a challenging thing. And it's why sometimes we don't succeed at it. At marriage, I mean. You like that? Ooh. This ring over here. So this is my wedding ring. This ring is it's garnet, which is the birthstone of my first son, and actually my first and last son. Same, and it's actually the other ones are rubies, which is kind of similar to the same colors. So I just kept it forever. I always wanted a ring. My grandpa wore a ring, and my dad wore his. My dad graduated from the Air Force Academy, and he always wore his Air Force Academy ring for a long time anyway. So I always was around men that wore rings and kind of wanted a ring. So Mrs. Nooch had got that for me a long time ago. I like wearing that second ring. I just like it. We're almost done here, guys. Your wife will get many a gemstone and rocks because you're into geology, but if you do commit to someone, she'll understand I don't really like material things. Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. You find she's married to the game. That's why you find someone that shares your values, right? So you're not gonna be attracted to someone, most likely. I mean, being physically attracted is a different thing altogether, but you're not going to be emotionally attracted to someone who is into things. You're just not going to be. And so you will not be together with somebody like that. You're going to find somebody that values the same things you value or similar things, very similar things. And that's the person that if you do settle down and decide that you're going to be with somebody, that's the person you'll be with. This goes here, right? 2. I think that's right. We'll tear it all up if it's not. Okay. Take this. And this. Almost there. Oh, that's too long. Stay on target. Almost there. Stay on target. Life. The game of life. It was actually a board game back in the day. It still is a board game. I never really got much out of that. Okay. It's right on here. Take this strip. Right here. Oh, it's kind of bent. Gotta be careful there. Yep. This. On the bottom, we put this jabby, which I don't understand. I guess it's just holding it together. It's just a little more structural integrity with that. I don't think it has any other purpose at all. Put on our blade. Sort of this way. Okay. And we attach it. Those wings move. I guess those wings don't really move. They have a little give, but they don't move. Okay? Hang on, we got something else coming here in a second. Ah, not there. Let's put Kai in there. How about that? Put Kai in his ship. Hands up, buddy. That didn't work. He's got to lean back. There we go. Okay. So we go to the back. So we're sliding these over these brown things that are sticking out. It just kind of seems A little superfluous, but that's right. So EMZ, yeah, let's talk about owning things. What about owning Legos and stuff? Lego sets or playing phone games. I mean, that's stuff that's all available because of all of our advances in society and not being poor, right? I mean, that's a thing to own and to do and to have. Is that kind of what your struggle's been lately? Kids are like pancakes. Verse is always a little bit weird. That may be true. Don't tell Nooch Jr. that. You don't like this Kai Fighter. Well, sorry, man. Thanks for the downer. Now Nooch is sad at all this work, and Scar doesn't like it. Okay. And we're going to take this. There and there. And that goes on the bottom. On this, okay? Helps it sit off the ground a little bit. Yeah, now it's not sitting on the ground. Actually, kind of leans back. Kind of leans back, so it's facing up a little bit. You guys, so this is it regular, and here it is with that thing on there facing up. 2 more stickers. Well, it's not perfect, but that's right. Hope I've done these right, because I'm going to put them on here in a second. Okay, and these go on here. God, I was wondering what we're going to do with these. Yep, I need that. I get 3 of these. So these go in here, okay? That's not a great fit. You know, a long time ago, they stopped putting these kind of toys in there. We're going to fire this. Hang on. Ready? That's kind of fun. But yeah, I don't remember when it was, but kids were swallowing these and putting their eyes out. And I guess now we got to a point where we aren't litigious enough. We can... Yeah, okay. We can let it go, and if we put a warning on the box, that's enough. To say, don't let your kids shoot their eyes out with this. And everybody... There it is. Kai's Fighter in all its glory, magnitude. Let's pull everything back over here a little bit. Pull it up. We're going to put this right where we can see it. Over this way, up front. Kai's Fighter with Lloyd. Little anti-aircraft thing that those evil Ninjagos have. All the extra pieces. Got some swords here. We could maybe paint one black and give it to one of the Mandalorians over there. The Darksaber. I'm having trouble gathering these up. Yeah, government media is tough to get around EMZ. We can talk about that later. Hit me up on Discord or something. There are a lot of toxic parts of government media. Nooch agrees. But without them, we have other problems with maintaining our freedoms and everything else. And there you go, guys. Kai's Fighter. Coming at you. Put it out there. We'll add this to the collection. So far, here's the collection. Let's bring it. Let's see if we can bring all NOOCH's entire Lego collection here on board. Hang on. Here's Baby Yoda. Grogu. He can stand behind there. That's fine. Okay. And if we got the Boba Fett head. These are the big pieces. These are the builds we've done. We got some other smaller ones. Those are the big ones we've done. Hopefully we'll be adding the, well, not hopefully, we'll be adding the X-Wing here about a month from now and do that one. Oh, man. Guys, this has been a lot of fun. Thanks for joining. I'm glad we could keep it a little shorter this time. The X-Wing is it looks like the X-Wing will probably be about the same amount of time. We're going on 2 hours here. So probably a couple hours, a month from now, we'll build that X-Wing. And hey, if you guys have not subscribed, let's go pull some stuff up here. Where is it? Please
NOOCH.
Subscribe to NOOCH Vader.
NOOCH
NOOCH
Vader.
Vader. We can give a little Vader dance there.
NOOCH Vader.
It's a lot of fun. Sorry we got too deep, Fernando. Deep is fun. NOOCH enjoys having a conversation other than just building and whatever. Guys, thanks for joining. Really appreciate it. We'll see you next time. And always remember,